Multi-currency prepaid cards are gradually gaining popularity, and understanding what they are and how they work is more important than ever. They offer utmost convenience for travelers and shoppers with no hidden fees or exchange rate complications. But buried within the terms and conditions are fees and rules written in the tiniest of fonts that can quietly drain your funds. Today on Mint, we are looking at why reading the terms and conditions could save your money and a lot of frustration. From trends affecting major businesses to practical financial strategies, Mint is here to empower you. My name is Lydia Nyawera. Also, today on Mint, earning from the green, the untapped potential of caddying. SME woes. Does the high price of doing business in Kenya threaten the very survival of SMEs? From 9 to 5 to purpose. Swazuri, empowering women in business.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest. Earn it, spend it, save, invest. Mola, kila siku niko chesa. Mola, make more bila stress. Mola, kila siku wesa. Mola, make more bila stress.
This week on Money Moves, we are cutting through the noise to provide you with insights that matter to your finances. Multi-currency cards can be your best companion when traveling to different countries, but there is a catch. You need to read and understand the terms and conditions. We break down the details in the fine print.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest.
If you're planning an international trip in the coming weeks or months, chances are someone has recommended a multi-currency prepaid card to you. These cards are marketed as safe, easy, and cheaper than carrying cash. They might be safer since they don't have all your money in them, and easy because you won't need the mental calculator every time you want to spend. But are they really cheaper than a credit or debit card? Let's find out. A multi-currency card is just like a wallet that holds money in multiple currencies.
If you travel and you need to use that specific currency, you won't need to go to the Forex Bureau to convert to the currency of that country. So if let's say you travel to the UK and they have GBP and your multi-currency has GBP as part of the wallet, it means you'll just be transacting without the need to do any conversions.
When 35-year-old Andrew jetted off on a 10-day business trip abroad, he was armed with confidence and a shiny prepaid multi-currency card loaded with $5,000 issued by a local bank. Everything went smoothly until he got back home and checked his card statement. To his surprise, some mysterious charges popped up and a few hidden fees had quietly chewed his balance. When he analyzed his statement, he realized that money had already been deducted from his card even before he stepped on the plane. Andrew's case is far from unique. Many travelers discover, often too late, that there are hidden fees and unexpected deductions on prepaid multi-currency cards. Financial advisors warn that while prepaid multi-currency cards offer convenience, it is essential to read the fine print and be familiar with the fees, currency conversion rates, and other charges.
Like in anything else, it goes with awareness. And the disadvantage that we have is that we would rarely have time to read at terms and conditions, the tariffs, and I believe the CBK has actually advised customers, when you go to the branch, when you work with any brand, try to see the fees that are there, if it is a loan that you are getting. So the same with the cards. It's always good to know the tariffs that they have so that you take that in consideration when using them. What I would say is that if you use them, then you are charged. It is not hidden. It's just that maybe as humans, we are likely to forget to check that. But it's important to ask for the tariffs as you get the card so that you are fully aware of the Forex rates which can changing, and then there are static charges that can accompany any card that you have.
Understanding the terms and conditions is crucial for making an informed decision and avoiding unexpected fees or issues. Additionally, always compare fee structures across available providers.
If you travel a lot, if you work and you are paid in different currencies, then it would be very advantageous to have the multi-currency wallet.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest.
MSMEs are the backbone of the Kenyan economy. They comprise a large percentage of businesses in the country, making significant economic contributions. However, the numerous challenges they face in their early years prevent them from reaching their 4th birthday.
They are deemed vital in driving the economy, but small businesses in Kenya face a shortage of 1.9 trillion Kenya shillings, money they need but cannot unlock to get their businesses going. This is according to a survey of micro, small and medium enterprises conducted by Ipsos.
MSMEs need this credit of around 1.9 trillion that they cannot unlock, right, on a yearly basis. So that becomes a critical issue, and that's 6% of the finance gap in Sub-Saharan Africa.
Overall, MSMEs in Kenya face challenges in finance, legal issues, sales and marketing, in having the right skills and staff, in resources, and in security. Of all this, finance is the biggest issue, as many struggle to make it past their 4th birthday.
The main challenge is cash flow. Cash flow being a major issue around MSMEs, and that we've seen throughout times, and not even COVID times, even now as we move on. So there's a cash flow, a significant cash flow issue that MSMEs have, more around the micro enterprises compared to small and medium.
Access to credit is a major problem. This is because many of them cannot get access to cheap loans to scale up their operations due to commercial banks requiring tangible collateral. Most MSMEs have no credit history, no relationships with banks.
Then there's sourcing for money, access to credit, right? Now that is more around the medium and the small compared to the micro.
Because of the way they're established, often by an individual trying their hand at business, MSMEs struggle with legal and governance issues.
Second is what they call legal issues. Now, when you look at this, these are governance issues, right? From an ESG point of view. So things like tax compliance, right? Things like registration of business, laws, regulations, and all that. So tax compliance being a critical issue there where MSMEs are facing challenges.
Governance issues make it difficult for MSMEs to work with bigger businesses and corporates, which require strict tax compliance as they are closely watched by the Kenya Revenue Authority. Struggles with governance also make it difficult for MSMEs to access credit.
Why we picked this up is because finance becomes a major issue for MSMEs.
Despite all these challenges, there is a silver lining for MSMEs in the country.
In Kenya, we have about 300 organizations that are signed on to the compact here, and about 60% of them are SMEs. Therefore, by virtue of being a large populace of our membership, a lot of our causes are tailored towards catering to their specific needs. They also have the benefit of tapping into those with greater experience, those who have done and walked this road before. Causes that are being offered in this particular platform are very specific to the challenges that have been brought to us by SMEs. So these are challenges in access to finance, understanding the terminologies and the jargons around sustainability.
Additionally, both the national and county governments need to review